At 12 o'clock, we get number 7 TCU, who's 7-0, traveling to West Virginia, who's 3-4. TCU favored by 7.5 points on ESPN. Max Duggan for TCU has gone 133 of 193, thrown for 1,871 yards, 19 touchdowns, 1 interception. Kendry Miller, I hardly know on the ground, has had 120 carries for 731 yards and 10 touchdowns. And Quentin Johnson has had 38 catches for 574 yards and 3 touchdowns. JT Daniels for West Virginia has gone 162 of 254, thrown for 1,686 yards, 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Tony Mathis Jr. on the ground has had 99 carries for 492 yards and 5 touchdowns. And Bryce Ford Wheaton through the air has had 45 catches, 516 yards, and 5 touchdowns. West Virginia is actually 7-4 against TCU all time, and the last 4 games have gone to West Virginia, ranging from 2018 to 2021. Last time TCU won at West Virginia was actually in 2014. So it's been a hot second since TCU's won at Morgantown. And like I was saying earlier, while Ohio State's an undefeated team that's facing a pretty significant test this week, TCU is another, right? I mean, West Virginia has dominated them recently. I understand this is a new football team underneath Sonny Dykes. This is still a West Virginia team. I mean, these are the same football players that have been dominated by West Virginia for the past 4 years. And while that might make them want revenge, right? West Virginia is not a bad football team. They are a couple tough breaks from being a 2-loss football team. Obviously, the Pitt game was heartbreaking, and then the Kansas game was also heartbreaking. Both games you could have had if you're the Mountaineers. Are coming off a just absolute blowout loss against Texas Tech, and they're going to obviously want to bounce back from that. TCU's coming off a win they probably shouldn't have gotten against Kansas State. I'm not going to be making excuses, though. I think it was still a victory. A victory is a victory. But you have to be honest with yourself if you're a TCU fan. Do you win that football game if Adrian Martinez plays all the way through? Another question, do you win the football game if their second-string quarterback plays all the way through? In fact, his third-string quarterback was in a large portion of that football game, way larger than he should have been, and that is a large reason why you won. Now, you can be grateful that you won, but it doesn't change the fact that Kansas State, when healthy, could have beaten you. And West Virginia is a good football team. This is a tough one to look out for. And this is going to be my upset of the day. I think West Virginia wins at home. I do. I think they cover the 7.5 point spread, obviously, and they pull off the upset in Morgantown.